Oh, shit, it's working. Oh, okay. All right.
Now I've actually started stream.
Yeah, it actually let me do it.
Cool.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna send you the invite. I'm gonna go. I gotta go close the window. Also. Oh god damn
Are you sending me over political bacon?
it. Yeah. I'm doing it right now. New meeting. Yay! Zoom doesn't want to work. Oh, I'm just so
Oh yeah,
happy.
that's.
Oh my god, I'm just so fucking happy. Everything's broken today.
Well, didn't you know it doesn't like you?
It doesn't. All right. Copy link invite. I'm gonna just send it to ourselves. Or no, I'll send it to Mike
Oh,
is
I didn't
hot.
mean to
Mike
open
is
up a
hot.
really
Mike is
control
hot.
panel.
By the way.
Mike is up.
Mike is hot. By the way.
Can they hear me through your end?
Yes. Can I send
I'm on
it?
speaker.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me just take you off. Jesus Christ! Let me take you
No.
off speaker. Okay, fine. Can I send it to just ourselves? Do you have access to our email? No, it's fine. You'll see it. You'll still see it. I mean, you'll say it's from us, but like, you can still see the link. Oh no, I'm logged in as a different. Actually, thank you for reminding me. I'm going to change my name again because it never lets me freaking keep the name change. Why? I don't know. It just another thing. Okay. Okay. Did you get it? I'm gonna close the other door window to my detriment, just because kids are gonna want to be kids. Nothing, nothing ever worked. We've been over this. Electronics never work. All right. Well, while you do that, I'm gonna put myself on the screen. Yo, this is out of touch. I'm on the phone with my co-host. Blame him for everything wrong on the world. Blame him for all the asteroids that will fall out of the sky. Blame him for all the dead babies. It was all his fault. He's the reason. He's the snake in our garden. I can still hear them through the windows. Man, I need to get freaking insulator foam, but that's gonna make the room so much hotter. Oh, I see you. Okay, I can finally turn this off. I'm gonna hang up after you join. Okay. Okay. Nice. Can you hear me? Yep. Oh, am I muted?
No, you're good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know why this isn't connecting. Let me
Nothing
see.
ever works around here. Yeah. Yeah. I got this. I got this. I got this. I think. I hope I do. Oh, I'm gonna record this just in case the sound wants to explode again. Screen one, please share screen one. Put us over there. All right. Man, I wish there was a way to turn my own sound off, but I can't. Between me talking, because there's a lot of laughter in the background. And I'm not going to be an old man and tell them to get off my lawn. I'm not there yet. I'm not that old. God, I hope I'm not that old. Yeah, I'm not that old yet. I'm not that old.
Oh, okay. There we go.
No, it's time to go tell the children to get the hell off my lawn. It's time. Am I at that point? I'm at that low point in my life where this is all I have now. It's okay. I've made peace with it. It was going to have to happen one day or another. Oh, yeah, that's right. I should probably track our stream. Hey, your video works.
Yes.
Hooray.
However, for my safety, I am going to stop video on
God
this end, just
damn.
so then I don't
Why?
end up putting something.
Why do you tease the audience like this?
Ah, fuck.
You war criminal.
Okay.
You war criminal.
War criminal.
War
Like Chiquita
criminal.
Banana? Am I Chiquita Banana now?
Worse than Chiquita Banana.
What am I, Coca-Cola?
You're 1,000 Coca-Colas wrapped in the one.
Oh, that was the one thing I
monstrous
was thinking, like,
entity.
what was I forgetting? Is that, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go over how Coca-Cola had a similar charge.
Are you going to be able to turn on your camera, or should I just put it on me?
I am going to be able to. I just
You need a moment?
getting into spy. I just need a moment.
You know, I'm sorry to all you Gen Xers and Zoomers who are traumatized by Zoom. But it is what it is. It's cheap and it's there. Only if we could find a cheaper alternative that's free and gives us more time. But it's fine. Alright, I'm going to cut my video feed for a moment.
Damn. The window. See, I really got to get new fucking blinds. Like, these blinds back here, like, it's like a beam of light. This destroys the focus.
Alright, I think I'm muted, but I can't tell if I'm muted through the stream, so we'll just see later when I inevitably fuck up.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, I'll try to do one thing.
But I can't tell if I'm muted through the stream, so we'll just see later when I inevitably fuck up. Alright. Alright. No. Alright. I can come back.
Alright, I'll try to do one thing.
Do your thing. But I can't tell if I'm muted through the stream, so we'll just see later when I inevitably fuck up. Oh, yeah, it's replaying. Alright, well, we are having technical difficulties. And because it doesn't cut my audio from the stream for some Oh no! Your internet connection's unstable, son of a bitch. That's the worst kind of internet. Well. Alright, well, I guess the best we can do for now is just, we got, this is episode 64. There are some plans coming to the channel. We will slowly improve, for example, the film space, and we may do an interview with a friend of the show, or a new friend of the show, but we will talk about that later, until the plans are a little more cemented, but we are excited to talk with them. We might be able to do it in a studio, which that would be amazing. Actually, live from soundstage, New York City. Not actually in New York City, but in a big city somewhere.
Did you hurt all of them? Did you
hold
tell
on.
all of them how there's pain and suffering and
Yo, what's up?
Yo. Oh. See, now that I'm here, he's gone. He is.
Like really bad? Oh, okay. No, but I believe you. Just park it on the other side for now, and we'll fix it later. We'll just have to leave it be for as long as we can. Oh no, okay, I'll talk to you later. Are you able to get inside? Alright, tell me when you need me to come let you in then. I'm doing the show, but I can come let you in real quick. Or actually, Tina should be up. Actually. So, I'll see you in a bit, okay? Yeah, I hear it. I'll talk to you later, okay? Alright. Just ask
no.
Tina, she's awake. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay. Alright. Let's get on with it. Car troubles, boyo. It's making the sound. You know what that means? Something's wrong.
It means you're about to spend a lot of money. That's
Does
what
every
happens.
fucking time. Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about how amazing the car industry is later, though.
Yeah.
Yes, we will, boy. That's in the cards today. No alternative should be allowed, and no alternative should even be discussed. Cars forever. Alright, so, where should we start? We got the Xbox Showcase. Let's start with the fun stuff first. Xbox Showcase or the Star Wars Acolyte.
I mean, I guess we'll start with the Acolyte. I haven't watched the Acolyte.
Well,
I have
there's a lot of
detached
controversies, man.
from Star Wars because they haven't been good. Our Book of Boba Fett was pretty ass, but yeah.
Some people really like Andor for some reason. Me and my girlfriend have been watching the Clone Wars series, so that's classics. The old
I don't know if
files.
someone else is watching. Is this two watching? Are you also moderating the stream?
Two are watching, then someone else extra is in there.
Maybe someone else. If someone else extras in there, then hello.
Hello, extra person. You are seen and loved. Thank you. Anyway, so the Acolyte, though, I should bring up a picture. So there's a lot of things that it does. I think the most atrocious thing is not its lore issues, which might be controversial. I think it's just the fact that it can't be internally consistent. If you're gonna change the lore, which is fucking bold of you to do, then be better at writing than the people who wrote this. The Force isn't a weapon. We don't use the Force like a weapon. It uses the Force as a weapon twice. One of them almost stroking out a freaking Jedi. It's just, little shit like that. The thread. I don't mind that. I mean, it's a Force cult. Of course, they're gonna have a different view.
Well, what's the thread?
It's like the Force, basically.
So they see the Force as like a thread?
Yeah, it's like... It's
or do
dumb.
They use it like a thread?
This is, again, one of those issues where the writing isn't consistent, but basically it's like, yeah, instead of like a force that can act on things, it's like a thread that you pull on instead. You manipulate. Which is really dumb when you consider the fact that a couple scenes later they're doing like force pulls and shit. But again, it's also a waste. God, it's such a waste of a good actor. The guy from Squid Games. God, I just looked up his name too, like Yi something. He's great.
Yeah, I mean the main
actor,
the main character in Squid Games.
They did
the lead actor,
the lead guy. Yeah, they kind of wasted him, but he was great. He's good. It's like, okay, What do you think about one line that people are getting really upset about? And I wonder if this is just people putting their politics in Star Wars. Is the line of the Force cult ladies? They do a chant. They do a chant about
Oh,
how they're not ladies like
I've
us are
heard of
not
this.
accepted in the galaxy.
Oh wait, what?
Women like us are not accepted in the galaxy. Like the cult. Sorry, not just the chant. Sorry, they also say that
Uh,
line too.
As I
They're,
thought there was a chant. See,
the
that's
chant's
not what I
terrible.
had heard.
The chant's awful
Yeah, the
too.
chant is like "We are one" or "One for all" to
We
fucking
are
make sure.
one and one of many.
Yeah,
Something.
it was like a really basic chant, but no, I didn't hear the part where they say that those women aren't for the galaxy, or you say
Yeah,
it one more
like
time.
people like them aren't. Women like them aren't accepted in the galaxy.
Look, like
What do you mean? A galaxy filled with weird monsters and creatures and beings?
and they're not even like they're human, right? Like
These
they're
are
basically human.
these are humans as far as we know. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a few aliens, but
But
mostly human.
overall, they're the broad race that's
Hmm.
in Star Wars. I mean, what? Just because they do witchcraft, right? I mean, I guess if you put in your politics,
A lot of people were like Critical Drinker and Star Wars Theory. I love Star Wars Theory. Shit, Critical Drinker's not bad too. I mean, he has all right takes. Don't agree with all of them, but
I
when
don't
you
know if you.
see,
Yeah,
I mean, look, you can like someone's work and disagree with it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You can appreciate quality and disagree with it. You know, but
Hmm.
that's the angle I mean on it. But it's like, but that's their interpretation of it being like communist, communist space lesbians. It's not far off. It's an all women convent.
Yeah, I mean, they're a matriarch. Wait, so
Mm-hmm.
it's all women.
It's all women.
How do they have kids?
They use the Force, which makes Anakin less special. Which bold move to do this. You might have been able to explain it, but I mean,
So,
look at
like,
the tier
all
of
the
writing we're
people
playing
in
with
that
here.
group are made of the Force.
As far as we know, no. Only the two kids,
So,
who
but
are
they're all women.
the two women. Yeah, two girls. They're twins, and one of them's like a dark side twin. One of them's like a light side twin. I'll look.
Hmm. But how would like if their group of people have kids, not through the typical way, the birds and the bees, but rather use the Force? Like I would just guess that all their kids are Force kids, right? Like all of them are just little Anakins.
Well, it's like okay, if you're gonna go and change the lore and challenge the lore this hard, like you kind of have to go through the lengths of like, why
Hmm.
didn't everyone else do this? I mean, I thought the answer was already kind of baked into the show, which was like the Force is gonna give you like a fucking twin or like a balance, like if you make a dark side, kind of like what Plagueis did, where you
Hmm.
try to make a perfect dark side being, and then you make like fucking Anakin, or like you make a dark side monster or light side monster, and the Force out there in the galaxy somewhere will make a counter, will answer your push with its own push. I thought that was kind of like what they were going for, but I don't know. It's like, but then the women do the weird ceremony where they put a moon on one of the girl's forehead. Now she's even more evil. Literally in one scene, she goes like, the two go from like they love each other, they care about each other, and then one of them, Osha,
Yeah.
just goes
Dude, her
full
name's
on.
OSHA.
Yeah, in the next scene
Oh
goes
no.
full on like I'm gonna murder
I'm
you.
not allowed to go up ladders without a helper.
I'm gonna murder you. Like
Work
that's her
side
that's her
OSHA.
very next scene. That's her character arc. Going from I love you sister to I'm going to murder you by burning you in your bed.
Well,
Also,
I can see why these people are not liked in the galaxy.
right?
Yeah, I was like, I
Now here's
you guys are
one more
horrible
example
people.
though. I'll just give you one more example as to the quality of writing we're playing with, which is uh their entire fortress. A, how the fuck did these witches make a fortress on a mountaintop? But B,
Mm.
how did it burn down? The girl she lit a fire in the episode. Spoilers, by the way. I'm sorry. Spoilers are coming next. But it burns down an entire stone temple.
Stone.
Normal fire, not like magic green fire or blue fire. Like normal fire from a lantern burns down a fucking temple made out of stone.
Well, maybe it was like maybe it wasn't pure stone. Maybe it had like a
I know,
little bit
right?
of
I
some
know.
magic.
Yeah.
Look, you're trying to ask too much from an IP that isn't airing anymore.
You
Like
know,
I don't know if like I don't want to. You haven't seen Book of Boba Fett,
I've
right?
seen parts of it.
I
The
don't know
only
if you
part
care
of
for
it that I
spoilers.
no, the only part I remember of that is, man, I love Tamora Morrison, so it's a shame. Should have done that 20
Hmm.
years ago, but I digress. The only thing I remember him from that show is him falling out of his back to tank like ass naked, and that's you know,
Hmm.
and so it's like I don't know. I think it's
Well,
just like old man slips in shower,
yeah.
old
See,
man
it's
slips in back to tank.
the writing. It wasn't really that good. Although, was there anything blatantly bad like fire destroying stone? I don't think so. There was just bad scenes.
Sidelining Boba Fett kind of seemed like it.
Well, sidelighting Boba Fett is not like as like that's shitty writing, but it's not in the same way that's like, ah, yes. Like if the fact that fire burned down stone and it's not like special force fire,
Oh,
like
it's
that's
pretty
just it's just a
bad.
weird choice.
Oh, it's pretty
It's a
bad.
bad choice. It
But
doesn't make
why would
sense.
Vennett carry the team in Boba Fett in a show about Boba? Why would Vennett carry the squad?
Well, yeah, but like that's just bad character motivation and
Hmm.
choices. While this is just like they look, Star Wars is magic, right? Everything in it's magic, but this is a non-magic thing doing magical things. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was evil witch magic, evil witch fire. Maybe that was an evil witch lantern, and you just didn't know there was a carved out pumpkin inside of it, and it exploded
You know what makes
like
it
a
all worse is that
freaking Green
Tamora
Goblin
Morrison
bomb.
lost weight. He actually lost a lot. He lost a lot of weight recently, and it just makes me think. But like, why did
Why
you
didn't you
do
do
this
it for Book of
because?
Boba Fett?
Did you do this because of Boba Fett? Not because you were gonna get the role. No, no. You did it because everybody said you were fat. Because that makes me feel kind of bad. But we bullied you into being skinny.
Yeah, I mean, like he can see himself. Like I don't know, it's his choice whether he wants to do this or not. Did he get bullied by Book of Boba Fett? Maybe. I had the opinion that they should have just gave him more armor because they gave him the same thin plates of armor that he had in the movies. While today we know that they can have thick plates or more armor, and that would really help if, cover his love handles. But
I wish I could find a more recent picture of him, but all the pictures are pretty old right now. But there's someone on his social media. God, I can't even find his social media.
mm,
Where's his social media? Oh, I found it. Instagram. Oh, we're gonna show you.
oh no.
I know, right? He got skinnier.
It was good.
Yeah. Look at him. And he's like not a freaking chunker anymore. Sorry, I was just. Anyway, chunker. He was a chunk. And oh, wide boy, not the white boy. All right, we want to move on to the Xbox showcase.
Yeah, why didn't he do it for the show?
Well, he did it because of the show. If that makes you feel any better.
No. I mean, like in his personal life, maybe he's gonna come back and do something. Maybe he's gonna be in the Mando movie. I don't know.
Even more fitter for some reason.
Because well, I don't want to spoil anything, but he seems to have found inner peace. Maybe he was
Nice.
chunky because he was all angry. And then when he found inner peace, he decided to go to the gym. And
Here we are.
yeah.
So, you know what, I will say, one thing that I gotta keep in mind is a lot of these games aren't going to be exclusive to Xbox.
Hmm. Well,
Some of
that's how it
these
is
will
for many
be.
showcases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
I mean,
can't
State of Decay
go too far
is a
in.
question mark. I mean, who
We'll
knows? They
see.
might give PlayStation State of Decay.
Definitely not gonna get Avowed. It'd be kind of dumb if
Yeah.
they got Avowed. Okay, you know what game I'm legit mad about that you guys are gonna get? Because I don't think we're gonna get it for a long time. We might get it. We might actually get it, but Stalker. We just got the old Stalker games, like from like
So
15 years ago.
I've never played Stalker.
You suck. It's like
So for me,
Metro.
I'm like,
It's the Metro setting with
I don't
Fallout.
know. I don't
It's the Metro
have
setting with
much
Fallout. It's
care
really
for.
good. Well, like it's the Metro
I'll
game.
take you at your word.
Well, it's one of your better franchises, and it's always been a little more obscure.
Yeah, I mean, I would try it, but like,
I don't know if
I've
you'd like
never
it
gone
though.
around to it.
I don't know if
Like,
you'd
there's a
like it
lot
to
of good
be
games
honest
out there.
though.
I mean, maybe
Yeah,
not. Yeah, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just think it's booty cheeks
they
or
got
something.
paranormal shit in it.
You got paranormal. Oh, why? Wait, why is that a reason why I wouldn't
I
like
don't
it?
know because it's like it reminds me of Death Stranding where everything in the game's kind of obvious
Stalker
and
is Death
straightforward.
Stranding.
Kind of actually, yeah, a little bit. It has a similar quality to it, yeah. Where
Or are they
everything's
both
sort of
walking
like
sims?
well, it's like imagine playing Fallout 3
Because like I like the
90% of the
world of
time.
Death Stranding. I like the type of world it is and the writing of the world. I
Yeah.
just don't like the gameplay of Death Stranding.
Uh-huh.
Like when I first saw the trailers for it, that looked really cool. Mads
Well,
Mikkelsen,
it's
amazing
it,
actor.
it's
But
not like that. It's like imagine it's like I use Death Stranding because it's the quality of having two completely different games in one game,
mm,
annoyingly so, actually. And it's like imagine playing Fallout 3 at one moment and then in the next moment you're playing like whatever horror game you're familiar with.
yeah, I'm not really that into horror.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
and not even like horror because it's scary, horror because it's like insta death. Like it's a monster that shoots electricity and if you walk into it it just you're
Yeah, it's
gone.
like so you're saying it's like Evil Dead, what was that game called? Evil
Maybe?
Dead?
I'm not familiar with Evil Dead.
Hmm.
Is it one of those multiplayer
No, it's a single
4v1 type
player.
games?
No, it's a single player game where like you're
Oh, okay.
running from like a monster, just
Evil Dead?
chasing you. I could be getting the name wrong.
I'm about to say, I think Evil Dead's multiplayer. Evil Dead game.
I mean, I'll make a bet because I'm pretty sure the game is not a multiplayer, or at least it's the main focus is not multiplayer. I don't know. Maybe
Play,
it
yeah, Evil
does.
Dead. Evil Dead. Play as a team of four survivors. Yeah, it's a multiplayer
Maybe
game.
I'm thinking about a different game then.
Oh, okay. Because there's
I'm
like,
not here.
I mean, to be fair, there's like 9 of those games, right? 4 players versus the Juggernaut. So
Yeah,
everybody
I
picks
guess.
everybody picks their one. I mean, they made
Uh-huh.
enough games of those games, right? The only
Mm.
setting they didn't use, and I'm sad they didn't use it, is they never used a proper like Freddy Krueger. I don't think, and he might be too problematic.
Why would Freddy Krueger be problematic?
I think an SA scene. I think.
And oh, eh.
Yeah.
I mean, I look. I
Look,
don't know. I
graphic
think people would get
murder is
over it.
okay.
I'm pretty sure Freddy Krueger is in Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight has a shit ton of horror characters.
Oh yeah, yeah, you might
Yeah.
be. We know. Did we ever get a good Jason game?
And when I say about SA, I think money triumphs those scenes. All right.
Is Freddy Krueger even popular anymore? Though it's been a
Because in the
while.
corporate eye, not in my eye, but corporate eye.
Okay, but let's look through the rest of this. Starfield's getting DLC.
No, I don't care. No one cares.
No one cares. Black Ops 6. Okay, Black Ops 6 is adding new movement, which is cool. You can sprint in all directions, which I think Battlefield kind of already had that for a few
And you
years,
can like
but
lay down and like look a different direction.
yeah.
Like the type of animation they put for it.
Battlefield 5 had this, just remind you, but then they also
Hmm.
took it away for 2042, so.
Yeah.
Gears of War. Oh, I thought you might be excited for this one. They're finally doing E-Day.
Look,
E-Day.
as much as I like to go back to Marcus and Dom,
It's
I'm just a little
time.
skeptical.
For
I'm just like,
10
will
years.
they be able to bring back the magic?
Woo! The magic,
Like when I
baby.
got the 360, I really like Gears of War.
Okay, tell me how it saw,
I
though.
think we talked about it last stream.
Yeah,
I love the Carmine brothers. Well, they're even. I guess there will be the Carmine brothers because like they don't really get introduced till later on. I don't know. Will there be a fucking Easter egg for the Carmine brothers?
Oh my god, just let me hold on. Let me just. How did it make you feel though, seeing his face in 4K Ultra HD?
Looked a little weird. Like at first, like look, I know they're supposed to be younger, and it's also
He has
new
a very
engine,
large chin.
or at least Dom just sort of looks like a monkey. Ugh.
He looks like a wise old
He doesn't look wise or old. I think he looks.
like
I
he's
mean,
the head.
they're meatheads. They're meat. Like that's the whole thing is that they're juggernauts. They're fucking huge
You don't
Sigma
want to fight the locusts as they
musclemen.
come out of the ground?
I mean, maybe I'll see how it is. I've been too disappointed by Xbox's line of games to be like chomping at the bit.
Did you play the last one, Gears of War 5, where you
Gears 5,
played
not
as a
Gears of War,
lady?
Gears 5. It's Gears.
Oh, sorry, I'm a PlayStation pleb.
Yeah, you don't know your Xbox lore.
Yeah.
No, I didn't play it. I didn't care.
They
It
let you
was on
play
Game
as a
Pass.
lady. You
Yeah.
know, why do you hate women so much?
Um, I don't know. Ask the critical drinker.
Because they're taking over all media now.
Mm.
I'm no longer the hero that I used to be. Damn.
Judgment Day was okay.
It
I like
was
their
alright.
multiplayer.
Where the fuck did I put the goddamn... did I lose where we were? Great, I'm glad. I love when I do this. Here, I got another link. What other games do we got? We got Dragon Age. I know you don't care about this at all, but man, oh man, I'm
I mean, it
excited.
didn't really look that good either. It looked
okay. The problem with Dragon Age is that its gameplay has always been sort of mid. Its writing is what carries it.
but like it
So,
looked like too stereotypical. And to be fair, like, oh, it's another medieval game. We
I
just
mean, in the
got
lineup,
Baldur's Gate, and then we got was
we
it
don't have a
Dragon's
lot of those
Dogma?
right now, though. We don't have a lot of those
Well,
right
we just
now.
got Baldur's Gate, and then we got
And
Dragon's Dogma,
yeah, but those are
and
like
then
a few months ago now. You know how it is. The zeitgeist always needs more fuel.
I don't know. Like people love D&D in the medieval world,
Yeah.
but I have a feeling that it's not going to hit as hard as those two games.
So I think the one area that you might be right on is Dragon Age always sold itself on having a good story, but Baldur's Gate, damn, I only have 10 minutes left. Baldur's Gate had one too. So it's, Dragon Age really needs to bring it with the
Well, I
gameplay
mean,
and the
the
story.
gameplay of Baldur's Gate probably pushed people away because a lot of
Probably.
people don't like turn-based, right? It's turn-based. I haven't played Baldur's.
Dragon Age's combat's kind of in the middle though. It's like it's a little like if you play it, you'll know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of real time, but it's kind of clicking, just sort of clicking on stuff. So it looks like they're kind of
Odd.
not doing that in the. Yeah, it is odd. It's because you can go between real time and that. But in the new one, it looks like it's going more into action, which I hope they do because really that game needs it. It needs better combat. I mean, the reason I'm excited for it is like Dragon's Dogma. It's been fucking 10 years since we got Inquisition. And Inquisition was a very good game
But
at
if
the
I
time.
remember right, this is the same dev that made Anthem, right?
They made Mass Effect Andromeda as well. They also made Inquisition, and they also made the Mass Effect series, the original three. So, very mixed fucking record, but this is what they're good at. So, I'm gonna watch closely with interest because they're finally. Dude, when they're making Anthem, they're like whipped dogs. Okay? Broken, unmotivated,
Who's to say
uncoordinated.
they weren't whipped while making this? I mean, you
Oh, they're
lose
always
money,
whipped,
the
right?
company's hand is probably still on their throat.
They're always whipped,
Probably
right?
more so.
I think less so, at least with this, because they're doing something they know like how to do. You're not
Maybe.
being asked to do something you literally don't know how to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think the game has potential to be good. They need a win. BioWare has had a lot of flops, as we all know, in the
Yeah.
last few years. So, we'll see. Oh, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Everybody's mad that there's a black guy in Japan.
I saw some of the gameplay. It looked very stiff. It didn't look that they didn't look smooth.
Um,
I don't know if that's just me. I haven't really played as many Assassin's Creed games recently,
if it feels like
but
the last few, it's going to be inferior to Ghost of Tsushima or Sekiro.
mhm.
So it's like I don't know what to tell you. If they dressed it up and made it look better, they do more parrying now because
Look,
they're fucking under obligation to because everyone else did, right?
I just wanted the Assassin's Creed Revelation style game in Japan, but I'm not
Well,
getting that. So,
no, the
yeah,
closest you
no,
got
I'm
is
not
Ghost of
happy.
Tsushima, but
Yeah, but that
it's
doesn't really
good.
have a lot of free running parkour.
Oh, it has plenty.
But like Assassin's Creed,
None. I wouldn't say it's as flashy, but definitely more functional, less sticking to stuff.
that didn't answer my question.
Well,
That
like,
didn't answer my question.
what do you mean? I
Is it
literally said it
as
did.
much?
Yeah. Oh, like, have you played the recent Assassin's Creed games? Do you know how much is in those
I don't
games?
care about them.
Yes, then. Yes.
I have seen those.
Confidently, yes. Not as much
So
as the
it's
new ones, but as much as the Revelation game. More, actually.
I gotta look at it.
They give you a actually you're gonna hate it. They give you a swing rope.
Grappling hook.
They give you a grapple hook. Yes.
Uh,
Now you
uh,
hate it.
it's just I don't know. Look, Assassin's Creed Revelations, when it does free running, is
Mm-hmm.
not as visceral or as you don't have to put as much effort as something like Mirror's Edge. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel like when you have like a grapple hook, and Revelations did technically have a grapple hook, technically
Yeah.
you had a little hook to get extra reach. It's
Yeah.
not like you're literally throwing a fucking zip line across the map
Mm-hmm.
to just get wherever you need to go and just say fuck you to any traversal mechanics you wanted to put in.
So it's placed in specific places, so it's not like Dying Light where you can just fucking Spider-Man your way across the map.
Hmm.
But I actually really like it. They have good momentum. It's a lot of fun to swing around, and you can chain kills with it, so you can use it to jump off of stuff and get distance. It's fun. I think as a grappling hook connoisseur, as a man who's played many grappling hook games, I think it's among the better. I would say
I don't
Uncharted
like
holds
it.
it. Uncharted holds the title, I think, but they're very similar. The way they work is very. I like it when they work it into combat. The one I always hated the most was the way Horizon did it. It's you kind of use it in combat, but you can't attack while you're using it. I don't like that. I like
I
being
don't know.
able
I
to
just when I
attack.
look at like Ghost of Tsushima, it's not like there's huge cities like in Assassin's Creed, no?
No.
So then how would there be as much parkour?
They got villages and strongholds and
Well,
Mongolian like
that's like it's like I'm playing
outposts.
Far Cry.
A little bit. It's a bit of
But
Far Cry.
I wouldn't say that scratches the same itch.
Uh,
Because I say there's something else about running around like a huge city.
I'll grant you that it's not as good, but the combat sure is fuck better. Like the actual combat is smooth as hell.
Yeah, but I
So,
wanted the parkour.
oh,
I
but the
wanted
combo,
the
yeah,
feeling.
but I like that the parkour and the fighting work together though, because in Assassin's Creed games they tend to work kind of separately.
Mm.
They tend to be like one or the other. I
Uh,
like being able to kind of combo them
oh
into
yeah,
each
but
other.
when you gave up one thing, and to be fair, it's not like Tsushima gave up anything. It
Yeah.
was being a new thing,
Hmm.
right? It's not like there's a history of Tsushima games as there is with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But I just like the old style of being able to run everywhere and running between buildings.
I mean, you might like the new games. The only thing I don't know, it's a little
No, I
absurd.
mean the new Assassin's Creed games.
You can
No,
climb up literally anything now in the new ones. Like you can climb up the side of a mountain.
I
Like you ever
don't
seen Zelda's
really want
climbing?
to go up a mount a
You ever
little
seen Breath
bit,
of the Wild's climbing? You can climb
a
on any
little.
surface.
Ugh.
Any surface. From boats to city buildings to giant mountainsides, like
But
anything.
how do they do it?
Literally just they just
Because you
climb
look
it
at
up.
something like what was it?
Breath
Not
of the Wild.
Liberty.
Have you ever seen Breath of the Wild? You ever seen Link just free climb up a mountain? It's
No,
not
I
like
don't think so.
Horizon. It's not like Horizon where there's like yellow lines and ropes. It's literally
You just climb.
just climb up a
But
mountain.
that's not that doesn't seem fun.
Um,
You're literally just doing a climbing animation
that part
versus
definitely
something
isn't.
like AC Liberty or French Liberty where you're in like France, going through all of the buildings.
The combat
Like
in those
that's
games
just
kind
that's just
of the combat in those games kind of sucked. I liked Black
Mm.
Flag's combat a lot,
It
but it
was more
literally had a
basic.
4 kill chain attack, like insta kill
Mm.
attack.
Yeah, they did.
It acknowledged its own like
Yeah.
mediocrity a little.
I think it acknowledged that people weren't here for uh Dark Souls. People weren't here for
And
a
Batman
different
did
type of
it better
game.
though. It had the same kind of combat.
True, but they didn't have the same type of world or the same type of traversal mechanics. Yeah, the nice grappling
They
hook
had good
and the,
traversal mechanics in Batman.
but not the same type.
Still, they were able to make a
They were
quality
nice. And
product.
look, for Batman, it makes sense to have those things. It wouldn't really make
Oh,
sense.
for him to be good at
Yeah,
fighting,
yeah,
come
like that. It
on.
makes sense.
Uh,
Although to look at this, like, what was the game? The Lord of the Rings game, Shadow
yeah.
of War or Shadow of Mordor.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't have as fun parkour mechanics as like
Oh,
AC Liberty,
yeah, no, it
but
definitely
it
has
definitely
super
has more
powered mechanics.
fun combat.
Definitely like
But
super
I'm not
powered.
like I wanted the parkour. Like I miss Mirror's Edge. Right? I'm fishing for
Yeah.
something else here that
Fair enough, fair enough.
Ubisoft doesn't really sell anymore.
Well, that's true.
EA tried to with the second Mirror's Edge, and that was okay.
What do you think
But
about
I don't think there's a
Atomfall?
third.
Have you seen Atomfall? It looks a lot like
I think I
Fallout.
did because I watched the showcase, but
Slightly better gameplay and graphics.
God, my
Eh.
memory. Honestly,
Oh,
I don't think I liked it. Right, I'm looking at some screenshots of it.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think I really cared when I saw it.
Metal Gear Solid. That game is going to be
Yeah,
sick. Good God.
I don't really play Metal Gear Solid,
Oh, you're
so here
missing
I am.
out.
I'm
They're
like,
really good. I mean,
yeah.
you're
No, it
missing
seems
out.
like they're really fun. I don't think they're
The
bad.
last one
I
was
think they look
good.
really cool. I just haven't played them.
The last one was really good, especially like the fifth one. It's
Hmm.
because it was a lot of really funny shit in that one. They did a good job at that, just making it just silly. And honestly, I wonder if that's going to be the MO for them now. Not that they don't have I forgot his name, but not that they lost the big guy. I
They
wonder if
lost Hideo
there's
Kojima.
yeah, I wonder if they're just going to remake all the good Metal Gear games, and then once they figure like relearn how to make them,
It's like, all
they
right, now let's re-watch all of his greatest hits,
and then let's
and
try to remake that.
yeah, let's redo the Beatles.
That's what I think they're
Uh,
gonna do. Because Metal Gear 3, I think is the one they're making, is like supposed to be one of the best games ever made. Like it's a touchstone in gaming. It's supposed to be like it's on like the level of like what would be fuck, he got kicked. Well, for those of you who are still listening, something like Metal Gear, I think it was like Guns of the Patriots, I think, or Snake Eater, I forget. There was one of them. It holds the level of importance to gaming of like Modern Warfare 2. It's like a lot of people past a certain age have played it, and that game set up a lot of expectations for those kinds of games going forward. It's like there's a reason why Assassin's Creed and a lot of these stealth games are looked at as kind of basic compared to something like Metal Gear or Hitman, especially Hitman. The Hitman games and the Metal Gear games are really known for that like sandbox type stealth combat. I know my co-host disagree though. He hates every game that I like. What an evil man. Just gotta wait for him to send me a link. Evil. Uh-oh, we lost our viewer. No! Goodbye, viewer. I try so hard for you. We fight every day. Oh. It appears I can make another one. Alright. Oh no, we both made one. Shit, alright. I'll cancel mine. Don't cancel yours. I hope he didn't turn his off, because if he turned his off, I'll be sad.
Recording in progress. Recording stopped.
Ah, no! You went to mine! Ah, no! No! Oh man, we messed up. Okay. Let's see, is either of these working? Shit. Oh, we screwed up. Oh, we screwed up. Oh no, I gotta wait 6 minutes? You fuckers, man. Alright. 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 This is already going bad. Join Zoom. Start a open one. No. Ah, hell. Well, I guess we gotta figure out more vamping until the evil goddess known as Zoom lets us function again. So, in the meantime, let's talk about some more games while we wait for my co-host to send the link. Send the link. Oh, he already sent the link. Never mind. Just chasing the elusive whale.
So, did you send a link after I sent a link?
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't send back-to-back links. I think you had to wait.
It let me for some reason that one time.
Damn it. I destroyed the magic.
It's fine. It's okay. I don't care. Screw it. Let me share.
Sorry. I originally shared, but...
You gotta let me share.
There you go. It's on. It's on.
Okay. I'm now sharing. I'm gonna put us over there. So, where were we? We were talking about Metal Gear. Basically, the Metal Gear games are like touchstones. That's it. Grand Theft Auto, old franchise. A lot of people played, yada yada. I already yapped about it for a few minutes. Unless you want to tell me how I'm wrong and dumb, go for it.
Yeah. You're wrong and dumb, and
fuck.
I'm right. Yeah.
God
there you
damn
go.
It. I hate it. I hate myself now. Every day I knew this was coming. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. I saw that one. It's sort of like a Horizon Zero Dawn sort of game. Playing as this lady with a gun and a hammer. So the only difference is that instead of using a bow, you use a gun. But you're still using melee weapons. I'm not entirely sure what it's about. I think you're killing monsters and it's like the Civil War era. So you're using like flintlock and shit. It's
interesting.
It's a new IP, so we'll see. And what else is there? Is there anything else? It's not listed here for one reason or another, but Civilization.
Yeah, Civilization 7 got announced.
Before we get to it, I'm gonna go grab something real quick. But I just realized. Hold on, I'll be right back.
What are you grabbing?
Real quick. I just left something in the freezer. I don't want it to go pop.
That's all right. So while he's gone, let me tell you guys about Civilization 7 by telling you my experience with Civilization 5. All right. Now, oh boy, I never played Civ 6. I mean, I played a little bit of it. I played a little bit on the Xbox, a little bit on my phone.
Okay, as someone who is a diehard Stellaris player, I am probably never getting a sequel, and I've made my peace with that truth.
You made your peace with it?
How do you feel now that you've finally gotten a Civ 7?
Look, I never really played Civ 6 much. I played it on the phone and on the console a little bit, but I stuck with Civ 5. Civ 5 was my Civ.
Why'd you...
I mean, Civ Rev was also fun.
What turned you off Civ 6?
The different art style. I liked the more basic art style.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of me also just didn't want to relearn the new mechanics. And I don't know. I mean, Civ 5 scratched that itch.
Learning
Played it
strategy games
1,000 hours
is a rough
later.
time.
Yeah. I'm
1,000,
like,
not damn.
why am I gonna need to play Civ 6?
Then
I
why
did
do you
think
play
about
Civ
switching over.
7?
Well, that's the beauty of it. I can skip a whole generation of game
And
and just
hope
go
to
to
God
straight
that
to
it's
Civ
better.
7. I mean, I think it'll probably be the same style and the same type of world, right? But my guess is that I don't know. I
Or just
think maybe there'll just be more new shit.
or you
Because
just beaten
I think there's
down
a complaint that,
or you
Civ
just beaten down
6
now.
mechanically is probably still a lot like Civ 5.
I don't know. I didn't really play Civ 5. And I didn't play as much Civ. My time is spread out more over
Mm.
more strategy games. So like
Well,
Planetfall, Stellaris.
yeah.
I think most recently I've been into Aftermath and Frostpunk.
Ooh, I don't
So
know if Mountain Blade counts as strategy, but that's another one that played a good
um,
amount.
it's a part of a very like small clique of games that let you do both.
Niche.
There are a few games that let you do both, where it lets you
Hmm.
control units and then also like be commander. Very
Yeah,
few of those games exist though, but they do
yeah.
exist. They're out there.
I think they're great games. They're fantastic.
Amazing. The
However,
greatest
I gotta
games
say,
of all
Mountain
times.
Blade, ironic to say coming from Civ, but it just takes too much time.
Eh,
Like, I played it
1,000 hours
max,
Civ player complains
yeah.
the game
But
takes
like to
too
play
long.
a game of Civ takes so much short time. I mean, maybe you're playing on marathon mode, then you could try to compete. But like, chances are you're aiming for something when you're going on marathon mode. You're aiming for a certain type of victory. You can also change the eras you start in, right? You don't have to start from the beginning. But in Mountain Blade, I guess it's more like a life simulator if you really want to be like that. I mean, you
Oh
could aim for
yeah,
taking over the whole map, but like you can just go around making friends with certain lords, making enemies with certain lords, and then you can become your son or your daughter after you pass away from old age.
that
Like
reminds
there's
me
a
of that
different
reminds me
angle.
of a game that I've been looking into lately. I haven't bought it yet, but I haven't bought it yet, but because it's on PC only. I'm a dirty console pleb, but it's called Terra Invicta,
What's Terra
and
Invicta?
it's sort of like it's like a mix. I guess the best way to describe it is it's like a mix between like Oh god damn it, Stellaris and Civ, and that's not even really like I've heard people compare it to Universalis, but like I don't really know. The idea behind it is it's like you're trying to unify Earth and prepare for an alien invasion, and the main thing is you guys choose how to address it, whether or not you join them or fight or whatever. And that's not even the point. The point is that apparently the single runs of these games are like hundreds of hours. So because like it's a multi-phase game, which is cool. I love strategy games with multiple phases. Kind of rare. But like, holy shit. I don't know if I have time commitment. I really want to play this game.
So you're just
But just like 100 fucking hours or so?
look, I believe in Independence Day. We can take out the aliens
You can.
within a day. All
You might
right.
have to fight other countries though. It's like
Why?
you have
There's
to
only America.
you have to
Will
fight other
Smith.
countries. Like all the countries have space operations and you can fight it out in space, but you also can fight it out on Earth too. So it's like a
No.
bit of yeah,
We'll fight it out in the U.S. I'll have Will
nice.
Smith.
One big nuke.
Yes.
Gandhi
And
nuke.
then if it comes down to it, we'll send the Master Chief.
Nice.
And then we'll be okay.
This game I love how strategy games are just casually asking for hundreds of hours. Like it's nothing.
Well, because they scratch an itch.
They do. There are certain would these games exist without autism?
And I think
No.
chances are the more strategy there is in a strategy game, right, it's gonna take you longer to like shift through. If you've played this game a million times, you're gonna go through it a lot faster. Like I played Civ a lot, Civ 5.
Mm-hmm.
And now they played a lot. I can sort of like automate. You can select what to do with each thing you build and certain things, but you pretty much know exactly like what to do. Like if
Yeah.
this happens to do this, if that happens to do the other thing.
Do you ever role play in Civ though? You ever try to like just fuck around
be
with
the
it?
Mongols?
Be Mongols or be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you got to play as the nations. You got to be Poland. And
yeah,
you
but
got to
does that
fight
actually
Russia.
affect anything? Because when I was playing Civ 5, it kind of didn't feel like it. Because in a game like...
Well, what do you want?
Well, like in
What are
Planetfall...
you itching for?
Well, like in Planetfall, like the different factions had different... Well, like, because they're different races, they had different weapons.
Yeah.
So they all played very differently, I guess.
Mm.
But I guess that's because I'm more of a... I think I like combat in strategy games. And that's the itch. It's like, I like combat. I won't...
Well, Civ 5's combat is not the cream of the crop.
Dark.
It's still fun.
Yeah, it's
still
alright.
like the combat. It's just, if you're going for purely combat, there's other games to do combat. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of better options out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. I played Civ for like 70 hours, like Civ 6. I played it for a decent amount of time. It was alright. I think I liked Planetfall a bit more. They play kind of similar, but again, Planetfall is more of a combat game. Mm-hmm. Definitely less systems in it for sure. Less smart too. Very dumb game. Very dumb strategy game. Anyway, let us go. Move on. No more video games. No more fun stuff. No more joy. What's joy? Joy is for stupid people.
Joy is dumb.
It is dumb. So, Hunter Biden. I already screwed up.
He's sounding a bit like Hunter Biden.
I won't the crack of cocaine. Anyways, no, I am not. Please don't arrest me, Joe Biden's America. So, he was found guilty on all charges. Hunter Biden. And apparently, we were talking about this before the show.
Yeah.
But Joe Biden will not, what's the word? Commute his sentence?
Oh, yeah. So there's other article I also put in there. Biden said that he will not pardon his son.
Sorry, not commute, yeah. Pardon, thank you.
So despite the fact that Hunter is Biden's son, Joe Biden, he'll not pardon his son.
No ride or die, no loyalty these days.
Well, I think Joe Biden's supposed to set an image, right? Like, hey, even though I'm the president, I will not give out.
No, like Dark Brandon should have rose up.
Yeah, it's like nepotism will not control my pardoning position.
No, Dark Brandon would have said all nepotism
out of the name of nepotism.
All nepotism and Dark Brandon. No, I'm disappointed that God Emperor Brandon just like. Not only should he have commuted him, he should fucking pardoned him. What's wrong with me today? He should have also just did a giant rail with him right there on the freaking White House lawn. Like Kennedy used to do back in the day when he smoked weed on the porch. Him and Joe Biden and Hunter should just be smoking crack right there in the White House lawn. Together like father and son. I mean, watch Joey come to life for like 5 seconds, when he takes that hit and he goes, ugh. His brain starts to kind of work again and, he remembers the corn pop days and, I don't know, don't you like it when old people have life in them?
He does have a life in him, though. He never does not have life. All right, he's always speaking.
You know what?
Speaking words.
Does he have words? Screw it. Let's make this the Biden section. Is Biden there, though? Is Biden doing good? Let's see. I don't think Biden's doing all that good because look at this.
No, but just before we leave Hunter Biden, do you think Hunter Biden's crime is really that bad?
Oh, well, let's look at the crime. Let's review it real quick. So the charges.
Because, his charge was for lying on his...
the two counts were for lying about his drug use on a federal background check form. And the third count was for possessing a gun while addicted to or using illegal drugs. The judge said sentencing is usually set for 120 days following a verdict. He could face 25 years, but he's likely to receive less because he's a first-time offender.
Yeah, he's a first-time offender. I mean, he's also the president's son, so that might play a role in how this is, sentenced.
So, straight up, like, the exact charges that he got caught with crack cocaine. And that's fundamentally, he got caught with crack cocaine while owning a gun. Now, how many people in this country smoke marijuana and have a firearm? That is literally in the same class of crime as this.
Yeah.
That is the same crime. If you get caught with marijuana and a firearm, and it's your firearm, and they drug test you, and there's weed in your system, and you have a fucking firearm on your record, those two things are illegal at the same time. So, it's, I don't know.
Like if you're going by the letter of the law,
yeah,
then especially before we got put down from a Schedule 1 drug, right? Then yeah, like using weed would be on the same caliber as Hunter Biden's thing. If you had weed and a pistol, you had weed and any gun. If you were smoking weed while you were doing the forms.
I think there should be a marketed
by the letter
difference.
Of the law, straight by the words.
There could be, I know there is a difference in terms of drug charge when it comes to this type of thing. Like, if you carry more, you get charged harder. However, I think there should also be some consideration for if you have a gun, it should also be considered like the amount you have. Because if you have a legal firearm and you only have a small bit, I don't think the gun should even become a question. If you have illegal drugs, that's one thing. But like, and maybe even having the firearm while under the influence of those drugs, I think maybe. But it's like, just having it or just knowing that they're on it, it's kind of like this. Okay, this law is a dumb law because you're enforcing it against, like, it's kind of unenforceable. I mean, hell, even this kind of feels like kangaroo court. It's like, again, like, how many people do this every day with weed? Or in all the other types of illegal drugs that aren't legal on federal level, but
if you're a libertarian, you should probably be railing against this. There's a lot of conservatives who will say that they're libertarians. They believe in the freedom of being able to do what you want with your body, do what you want with your life, and have a gun.
You don't have a body,
but
you don't have a life.
When it comes to Hunter Biden's conviction, a lot of conservatives will turn around and be like, oh, but he was doing this with a gun. And yeah, by the letter of the law, by what the law says, you can't do that. But your own moral framework does not coincide with it.
Well, again, it's like...
Unless if you're a Bishop Hero type. If you're a Bishop Hero type, then yeah.
I mean, like, in all honesty, like, who is he really hurting, having smoking crack and owning a handgun? Look,
like
who is he really hurting?
Did he go on a shooting spree with crack and a handgun?
That'd be funny.
He did not. He didn't go and shoot up a place while on drugs.
This kind of reminds me, though, it's not to the same severity of, like, when the media talked about Obama's kids using alcohol. I mean, it's like...
I remember they were also underage.
Yeah, they were underage. I mean, how many?
Which that was Obama's big scandal, right?
I'm not saying you're gonna don't drink if you're underage. Don't give your kids alcohol. But if it happens, there's cultures that let it happen, and there's circumstances in which it's okay socially. So it's gonna happen. However, and also kids are gonna rebel, especially kids with that money, like. Okay? You think...
this is a non-violent crime.
It's rambunctious kids.
Do you believe that non-violent crimes should be charged for 25 years?
God, yeah. Yeah, it's such a waste of resources. Like, do we really need to put someone doing this away for 25 years?
And talk about resources. Do you think he's going to go... If he goes to prison, do you think he's going to go to a horrible prison? Or do you think he's going to go to one that might
Straight to Gitmo, baby.
Straight to Gitmo.
If Trump gets in there, he's gonna suddenly be like, I think there's like 71 prisoners or something. Now there's 72.
Oh no,
Mr. Hunter S. Biden. Hunter.
Yeah.
I'm trying out a new energy drink and it tastes terrible. I don't know if I should even talk about it. It's okay. I'm trying a new flavor out. I'll tell them they get a free thing. I'll review them. It's called Ghost. It tastes like chemicals.
And comparing the crimes of Hunter Biden versus Trump, where Hunter Biden was literally just doing his own thing.
Well, what were his kids up to again? Weren't his kids up to some fucky wucky shit?
Depends on how you want to go at it, right? People talk about Hunter Biden getting money from Ukraine.
Yeah.
And then you look at
some light money laundering.
I forgot the name, but the son-in-law of Trump, who got $1 billion from Saudi Arabia. So tick for tack. Although the tack on Trump's side is a little bit bigger. That's $1 billion to the beat.
Bribing the president's family is technically not illegal, but it should be.
And also, what crime is more American? Drugs and guns, or hiding your money?
Money laundering.
Money laundering?
Both
Would you
of
say
them
money
pretty
laundering? I don't know. Guns and drugs, I would say it's pretty American.
Both of them are pretty American, to be honest, man. I mean,
I would say guns
under the
American.
table bribing.
Yeah, but that's not my America, all right?
That's not the America you want.
Yeah.
You're not a Gilded Age American. You're a 1930s bootlegger.
Yep.
I respect the hell out of that. Hell yeah. Bootleg. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, look, obviously this shouldn't be a crime. If you are under the influence and using guns, which again, how many people drink and go shooting? Probably a lot. Realistically, probably lots of people. Probably same with smoking and shooting guns too. So it is kind of stupid that this is even being an issue, but again, that's just the way law is. And honestly, while it's good that Biden isn't going to pardon his son, I don't think I would care all that much if he did. I mean, like, it's kind of just expected, I guess. Like, I know he's trying to not be Trump. That's good on him. However, Biden, you've helped Israel kill like a fucking shitload of people.
I don't know. I care.
Man,
I don't think it's good. I don't think it should be done where because you're the father and your son fucked up.
Yeah. No, I got you. To me, I got you. To me, though, it smells like civility politics. It's like, it's cool.
Well, I don't think it's just civility. I mean, civility in that we're trying to posture and say, hey, we're better than Republicans. We won't do this, right? But I think morally and to have a better system, you shouldn't do this.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree. It's just like, it's a shame that they're not better in the other places. It's like, it's like the conversation of 1,000,000 versus 1,000,001. It's like, yeah, technically they're better, I guess.
Mm.
Yay, one less person's dead. Because we all acknowledge the fact that Republicans are probably going to do what the Dems are doing now, but worse. But that's the thing. It's like, I just wish the Dems had that energy for shit that mattered. I wish politics in general had that energy for shit that matters.
Yeah, but I think the power of pardons is a pretty big bar.
Oh,
and
I
being
know.
able to pardon felonies, I would say that's a big bar. Like if somehow Trump's son got put in there, and the son of Trump was like, "I pardon my father," right?
Yeah.
I would say that's a really big thing that people would look at and be like, "Oh, look at how corrupt America is. You can literally just commit felony upon felony and just get away with it."
No, I agree. I agree with you. It's good that he didn't do it. It's just like, can we acknowledge that this doesn't really affect the average person, though? Can those two things be true at the same time?
I think it is a long-term effect. Like, Maybe. It's just another thing that gets taken over time. It's the long...
But, like, long-term for what, though?
Although, maybe it's not even fair to call it long-term. I mean, this would be a big move. To pardon family members.
I mean, Trump's already pardoned people who've helped him.
Yeah, he's pardoned people who were, like, sycophants of his.
Allegedly doing stuff they should not to be doing.
Right.
And I guess...
But to do it so directly... It's a stronger...
I agree with you, but like, how does that affect the average person, though? Like if I go to Billy Bob, who has to go pay his bills in a few weeks, like, what does that mean to them? Is Biden now going to use that new power to like?
You don't have to care if you get caught doing the thing that's bad toward the American people.
That's true.
Like, let's say if you commit a felony.
With the president, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes it broader, right? Like, if you do a huge scam, and to be fair, these things are probably still done, and they probably still get away with it. But it just secures it more and more.
Of course.
Maybe the outcome isn't even necessarily that it happens more often, but that they could be more blatant about it.
But I'm telling you, when Billy Bob pays his bills, did his bill go up or did it go down? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Liberal. Now let's see. Let's see
If I'm gonna
Biden.
do some judo gymnastics, he does this. He loses ratings, and then Trump gets into office, and then his taxes go down. So there is an effect.
Well,
in terms
when
of
a butterfly flaps its wings,
what if he does
when a
this
butterfly
and it really
flaps its wings, a tornado on the other side of the world forms. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Don't you know?
I mean, I think that's probably part of this. Is he's doing it so that he has a higher chance of winning, right? It shows that he has more.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, butterfly.
Look, people do a lot of things. People do speeches months, year plus out from your election that you do it with the thought of this is going to help me win the election.
Yeah.
Right? And they do build. It does build. It's like one less thing for them to hit you on. Like, imagine he's on the stage.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. I agree with you. I'm just saying, Billy Bob probably doesn't need to care. I mean, he can care if he wants to care, but man, it's like watching the princes have drama.
If he followed this line of actions, where he acts a shit ton more sleazy.
Oh, I know.
And then it led to him losing. Then that would create some effects.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Now, let's see Biden wander off.
I am doing gymnastics in my brain a little bit here.
No, don't worry.
I'm doing.
Here's let us show you the. Oh God.
Oh, what the? Oh no.
I don't know what he was going. Let us show you the man who will now save us. Biden. Wait, I should move this over here. Biden's gonna wander into the void. It's okay. He wasn't actually wandering off. He was looking at this soldier, apparently. Even though it kind of doesn't look like it, to be honest. It kind of looks like he's staring, like, ahead.
Like forward?
Yeah, like forward, like above
maybe
the guy.
He's like fucking like Homelander looking down at people, you know?
Yeah, maybe he literally is so
eyes,
stiff.
Like down.
Like his like old man body is so stiff that
he's like Batman in the old costumes. Was it how come the dude who was in Spider-Man?
He doesn't bend his. He doesn't actually bend his head down. He doesn't bend his head down. He just looks like he just moves his eyes down at you.
Yeah, he can't move his shoulders in a non-front-facing direction.
He's 9 million years old. Do you know how rigid that skeleton is?
He was able to on a bicycle though,
with the help of painkillers and and adrenaline pills.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, how much do you think this 85-year-old man, like how much ligament and joint do you think is left?
None. Shit, he's on stilts. He's on wooden planks.
He's the metal man.
Yeah, that's why he can't bend, right?
I don't know. He kind of looks like he's bending. I don't know if I take the story of him. Yeah, well, okay, he's kind of looking at him. Okay. One more time. Oh, he's giving a thumbs up to somebody? Okay.
Maybe there's someone further out.
God damn it.
Who's like...
Is there another guy?
I don't know.
Wait. I think this is it. Let's see. No. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll take it for now, I guess, but... just wandering off. Saying hi to some soldiers. Okay, that face does not help.
It doesn't.
That goddamn face.
However...
God. I know that could just be sun, like, eyes, and... because she's kind of doing it too, right?
Yeah.
She's kind of squinting too. But, like, he is, like, old. God, just, like...
Well, the whole point of this video, right, was that, like, people didn't know there was a soldier right there. Mm-hmm. People didn't know that
there were edits of this.
Yeah, there were edits.
Where he wasn't in frame, so it looked like Biden just stared off into the abyss.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, again, as we are both watching this, he kind of does look like that. But it's very deceptive how a lot of videos are being cut of this. So,
and I think we have another one.
We do. We have another
shows.
One. I'll bring it up right now.
But yeah, look, Biden does have his issues. He does flounder off and,
literally just
his eyes are in the
off into the
sky.
void.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a void in his brain sometimes, but there's a bit of an economy and a bit of a
At least
business
he's
in
not
making
RFK.
videos make him look shitty.
At least he's
Make
not
him look even more
RFK.
dumb.
At least he doesn't have brain worms that may or may
Yeah,
not have
that
impacted
shit got me
his.
when I saw the article that RFK said that like that he had brain worms and it died. Like that's
It's
so
almost
gross.
like, should that be disqualifying? Am I being ableist?
Yes, because if I
Damn.
remember right, didn't Joe Biden have a tumor in his brain?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh God.
He's like,
Oh God. Does he seriously have a
he
freaking
did. I'm
tumor?
pretty sure he had something in his brain before.
Why should you tell me this shit right now? Tumor. No, it's Beau Biden. Oh, it's Biden had skin cancer removed? First Lady Biden.
Oh no, he had a bunch of brain aneurysms.
Oh, well, that's not good. Those can cause brain
I was about
damage.
to say the
But
dude from MythBusters, Grant, he died from a brain aneurysm. So
no, brain aneurysms can cause brain damage, especially considering that they can cause you to flail and you can hurt yourself. So, no, those are really bad. But that's not the same
yeah.
as a fucking tumor or a goddamn worm eating literal holes through your head. God damn it.
Let me see.
The guy is literally missing brain matter.
I'm pretty sure he had surgery.
It got digested and pooped out. His memories were pooped out.
He recalls a lightning flashing inside my head, a powerful electrical surges by his
No,
ass, and then a rip of pain that he never felt before. All right.
I literally cannot. So they don't have the original video here, do they? Video edited to make it appear Biden tried to sit when there wasn't a chair.
The results of a spinal tap showed blood in his spinal fluid, meaning an artery in his brain was likely leaking, Biden wrote.
Jesus Christ. Can we just, these people are just too fucking old, man. Okay, so
He
Biden's having
underwent a
trouble sitting.
microsurgical craniotomy. The chances of surviving the surgery were 50%, though the likelihood of waking up with serious deficits was even more concerning, Biden wrote.
Okay, so should it just be disqualifying to have brain damage as a president or no?
But he won. He did it.
Okay, let's move on. You want to know why? Let's move on to, you know what? Coming right off of that very hot take. Do you know that
Oh, by the way,
Biden
that's from Delaware Online. There
Biden
are
is
articles that over
wait
this.
wait wait
I'm
wait wait
sorry,
wait
this is a big tangent, but the
no
point
no
is
no
that these presidential candidates have brain issues, and
they shouldn't
it's
be running. Oh,
it's
don't
just
worry though. Biden's guaranteed to win basically, as far as I
oh,
know.
cool.
So this guy named Alec Lichtman, unless
Oh,
I've been
by the way, we have 8 minutes left.
Fuck. All right, we'll try to wrap this up in 8 minutes. Unless I've been misguided, he's basically predicted the last 10 elections, the only exception being Al Gore. And you know what? If you're going to get one wrong, have it be the one that may have been stolen.
Yeah.
So you know what? So this guy's inaccurate. And he says Biden's probably going to win. I think there was a map here somewhere, but I can't find it. A lot would have to go wrong. And the reason I bring this up is because, we're talking about how Biden may have tumors, parts of his brain either rotting away or missing.
And that's okay.
And
Because
that's
this man
okay.
says he's still going to win.
A man who has been right for the last 10 elections
Yeah.
said he's probably going to win again.
And do you believe that, I'm about to do some leading questions. Lead
him. Lead me off
So
the
what
cliff.
you're saying is that Biden's current stance in Palestine is leading him to win.
It's the lack of any meaningful alternatives. Because any progressive / leftist who isn't like suicidal and literally denying reality that's in front of them, and ignoring all of Trump's past movements, and ignoring all Republicans' past like policy regarding Israel, then like you're gonna vote for Biden. Oh, but Biden did this or AOC did that. Yeah, and you know what? There's no one better. There's no one better. Unless you think you can raise an army of leftists and overthrow America in the next fucking 4 years, there's no one better. So, yeah, it's like, that's, I mean, you ask, like, I know, like, because Biden's terrible. I mean, I agree with the million or million and one. I think U.S. policy on Israel is a product of momentum, right? Like, we see them as a foothold in a region of the world that's very fucking hostile to U.S. presence, and rightfully so. So we're going to continue supporting them because, like, we just have so many interests there. But it would be impossible to unwind.
A lot of progressives would say that Biden's stance on Palestine will lead him to lose.
On that issue, no. On any other on the other issues, maybe the economy, the cost of living and all that.
Which the economy is rough, right? Because you could end inflation today.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you created deflation, right? Or you made everything get cheaper.
I don't think he would lose on that. I guess the problem that the leftists just don't want to answer or hate that you even ask them that. Offended even by the concept of having to hear the question. Who else do you have? Oh, we have our person who won't win. Oh, why won't they won't win? Because enough of you won't just vote for them. It's like they weren't going to win. They aren't going to win. Like
You don't want to vote blue no matter who?
I fucking hate voting blue no matter who. I despise voting blue no matter who. We should reform the election.
If everyone was blue.
If everyone was blue, we wouldn't all be blue anymore.
What does it mean to be blue? If you look at like California, right?
Technically,
most people are blue.
Do you know what I meant by that? If we were all blue, we wouldn't be blue?
There's multiple ways that can go. What do you mean by it?
If we were all blue, chances are we'd probably have a multi-party system. Because all the reformers are literally on the Democrat side.
So you think being blue no matter who would have led us to a better electoral system?
It would have also killed off the Democrats, and that's why the Democrats don't allow it. Democratic leadership has an interest in not being for this as much as the Republicans.
You just said that voting blue no matter who would lead us to a multi-party system, but then you also just said that voting blue no matter who would not lead to it because they wouldn't vote for it.
Well, like, they aren't interested in it. Like, Democrats don't want to win.
But like, how can you say that voting blue no matter who leads to a multi-party system, but if we vote blue no matter who, they won't do it because they don't want a multi-party system?
Well, no. The thing is that they don't want to win. Fundamentally speaking, I don't think Democrats want to win. They underinvest in a lot of states. They underinvest in a lot of regions.
Well, they don't want to win because the stats show that they're very unlikely to win.
True,
at least that would be the reasoning people would give.
Yeah, but it's a concept in corporate America where competing companies will oftentimes share resources. And I would not be surprised if these resources are shared in the same way in political circles. Even if it's not through the PACs, it could be through other systems. And again, it's, like controlled opposition. It's easier to have a devil that you know than make new ones. The Republicans and Democrats hold power now. Why would the Democrats ever want to accept that? Yeah, you could argue like, oh, if everybody just votes Dem, then wouldn't they have all the power? No, they wouldn't.
I think that's sort of getting away from.
But they wouldn't, though, right?
The point.
Well, no, because what happens in America when one party takes preeminence? A new party is birthed. Usually, a few parties are birthed and the old ones die off. All
right, so then why would voting all of us vote blue?
No, like it isn't about all of us voting blue. It's that the Democrats don't have an interest in gathering those votes. They don't have an interest in appealing to those people.
Okay, but now you're adding the practical factor. Which I agree, it won't happen.
They aren't interested in winning.
I know, but we're doing a hypothetical of voting blue no matter what, and now you're saying that it won't happen because not everyone will vote blue no
Well,
matter
I
what.
think I have a
And I'm like, well,
genuine
I was
thought.
just doing a hypothetical.
Oh,
The
well,
voting blue no matter who. I'm like,
I
well, yeah, like
genuinely think that
not
if
everyone will vote blue no matter who.
well,
Like,
if they upset that hard, then yeah, they're gonna take it because obviously unlimited power is amazing. But if there was a large upset, I think they would just give resources back to the Republicans over time through multiple routes, either through using their support, leveraging their support, or their votes. Probably just on the local level or on the state level.
so
Because,
you think that everyone voted blue, then the Democrats would just give
well,
to Republicans.
I think if it looked like everybody was going to vote blue, they would. They still would. Because like unless we all think the same and all the Democrats are of the same flavor,
Mm-hmm.
we're probably just going to have factionalism within the Democratic Party.
So you're saying if it looked like there was going to be a huge, the hypothetical,
Mm-hmm.
and they could see it coming,
Mm-hmm.
but they would give in to right wingers.
Yeah, assuming based on like because assuming like the factions would win out, they would want to suppress each other. Progressives would like are at war right now with the old guard of the party, right? And let's be real, the
What
progressives
if
are
there were
fucking
corporate
losing.
Dems?
Oh, then the same thing is going to happen, right? More the same type of factionalism will just happen along labor lines. Maybe the Republicans will take advantage of it. That'd be a funny upset. But the thing is, it's like I don't genuinely believe either party is fully interested in winning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've had the duopoly for fucking over for centuries
I think the
since the beginning
Republicans
of
are interested
America.
in winning. I think if they could, they would have everyone in
The
there.
far right, maybe. The old Republicans, I don't think so.
Mm.
I don't think the old Republicans are, which makes them a lot scary, I guess. So I guess that's it. Oh no! This free meeting has ended. Thank you for choosing Zoom. No, Zoom, I didn't choose you. I'm using you because, like the rest of politics, you're momentum, and I'm used to using you. We're gonna copy the link. Alright, he has it. Ghost is terrible so far. I drank the mango one, it's okay. And now I'm drinking the, what's this one called? Sour pink lemonade. And, I don't know. I don't like sour lemonade. Okay. Hello. We were back, baby. Oh, he's still connecting. You know what's annoying?
Huh? What's
It always
annoying?
resets my name on Zoom. It's annoying. Okay. Alright, let's go. I guess what I'm saying is I'm letting my conspiracy brain out a little here, my heart out a little
So
with this one.
look, I think what you're well, where's my video now? I think what you're express.
You're
It's
good.
not good.
You're
Well,
good.
like the black lines.
Oh. That's not good. Oh.
Does that
Those
change it
aren't
back?
supposed to be there? No.
No, the black.
You're
I did
just
this.
sideways.
All right, maybe if I.
You're just sideways now. No, just sideways.
All right, let me. Like, well, maybe if I turn it around, it'll register that it's not. My fucking.
Shit out of luck. Ain't
All
happening.
right, I guess I'll just keep talking. But I think what you're trying to express here is that what some people believe is that corporations still just have you
So I'll just tell you, with corporations, like
no, I
they
gotta
straight
speak
up
for you. I'm sorry.
fuck
I
you.
gotta speak.
They just straight up give each other money. Like when one of the
Yeah.
companies is failing or need research, they'll just pass each other money and resources.
Yeah.
And I think something similar happens in politics. I think, and sometimes it's for benefit of people, working together, coalition building, and sometimes it's just for the benefit of,
Well,
the
we know
local
some
politics.
things. Let's see. We know some things like this does happen
Yeah.
because what was it with Brianna's really great Republicans were giving money to their favorite opponent, and Democrats will do
Nice.
that too. They'll give their money to their favorite opponent, and
Yeah.
they'll do it because they want to have their preferred person in power. Like Republicans were giving in to the more corporate Dem. They weren't giving to Brianna really great because in their eyes, we'd rather have a corporate Dem than a radical Dem. Well, at
Yeah.
least radical in the eyes of them, right?
Yeah, basically, it's like,
So some of that is true, and true in that we could see it play out in reality. Like we don't have to hypothesize, right? Not all of this is just us thinking skeptically. No, this political maneuvering does happen.
yeah. It, and again, and much of it that we don't see as well. I mean, I will just outright
Yeah.
say, like, there's probably a lot of the shit we don't
I
see.
think if you're thinking in the heads of the corporations that pay super PACs, which super PACs pay uh, politicians, right, for the campaigns, it might be simpler, right? People believe that, oh, the corporations, they just want the two sides to fight each other. It's better to have a circus like this. It's simple, it works. Have the like right fight left, left fight right. If you complicate it, that's gonna be more time and effort. Keep it like this, it's simple. Blue versus red, right?
I would argue it also limits coalition building because what if, for example, because we've seen this happen a lot, libertarians and progressives actually agree on a lot of stuff, but because of the way the parties are built out, they can't really work together outside of like the local level, assuming they are the ones who control the local politics in a
Yeah.
similar region, which is super rare. It's very rare that you get a progressive district next to a fucking libertarian one because both of them are very rare to start. So it's, it limits that flexibility,
Yeah.
and that's the annoying. I think maybe I'm not a political science man, but I wonder if that plays a role in the gridlock. Just the fact that the gridlock's baked into the system itself. People can't coalition build for specific issues. There's not enough options. Because I wonder, like, would we be able to see more stuff come out, like legalization for marijuana come out of the feds if progressives and libertarians were able to coalition build? I mean, they have a little bit. I think
Hmm.
AOC and Daniel Crenshaw did it for
Dan
veterans.
Crenshaw?
Daniel Crenshaw, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Is
did
his full
the
name Daniel?
Dan Crenshaw?
Well, I know it's Dan, but is that shorthand for Daniel?
Let me check.
Well, this is the truth seeking we're doing here. Is Dan Crenshaw's full name Daniel?
It's
Just
Dan.
Danny?
Oh, it might actually just be Dan.
Is it just Dan?
Might just be Dan.
That's weird. To give your son a nickname for a full name?
Dan. Dan. Dan.
Dan.
Dan. Anyways, I mean, it might be Daniel listed somewhere. It's just, oh no, apparently on his Wikipedia it's Daniel. I don't know. I'll take Wikipedia's word for it.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. I trust Wikipedia more than all things. Even though all the government websites literally say Dan Crenshaw, but whatever. You want to let's see. What do we have any more Biden stuff? Since we're on the
Um,
Biden train right now, choo
let's see.
choo, choo choo, motherfucker, choo choo. Biden train. No.
I don't think so.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
well, there's one more angle.
Oh
Actually,
shoot,
no.
do it.
Well, there was an angle from the Hunter Biden. Um, I guess it sort of connects to Biden. Was that, do you think this is good for America that Biden's son and Trump both got convicted, or do you think that this is good? Is it good or bad that these political figures are getting convicted, right? Like some people
Well,
might say that, oh, this is America buckling, while some people might say that, oh, this is America cleaning itself of its swamp.
hmm. So, I don't know because on one hand, we got to see how it all plays out, right? Like, will he actually let the sentence fall through? Will he let his dear old boy rot in prison, and especially after that second election, when there's no longer a consequence to doing it?
Yeah.
Or there's that. I mean, it's good. I mean, I think it's the right thing to do, if that's what you're asking. Yeah. Do I think it's good for America? I think the one issue we're missing here is I wish we're not going to get it, but I wish the Republicans would acknowledge this shit on their side because they've been bringing it up for so long with us not even us. I don't consider the
well, like
us,
people like Tim Pool, they come out like in response to the Trump conviction. He was like, "Oh, well, we need to get people. We need to go after the left and their side and go this and that. Really go hard on the left wingers that have been doing these problems." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's true, but like, are you not going to talk about Jared Kushner, the son-in-law of Trump, who got $1 billion from Saudi Arabia?"
No, I'm not going.
Like, it's a little slighted here, right? Like,
it is slighted, but it is what it is. And with Biden, like Biden invites a lot of that shit himself too, because like like all of them do, like they all do, and I don't know. The more we do the show, the more I get cynical on it, low-key. I'm just like, man, I know one's better, but man, the internal battle of aren't the two piles of shit, like doesn't one smell slightly less terrible? I'm like, yeah.
It's what Brianna Joy Gray said, right? Like was it a plate of shit and then a bigger plate of shit?
I wouldn't go that far. Depending on who you are, it's not that simple. Like I went to the Pride Parade, and if you ask those folks, it's not that simple.
Yeah.
But it depends on
if
who
you
you
talk
are.
to like with that community, it's like it is a plain and simple answer. Joe
I think
Biden is not
another.
going to
fine.
destroy your cause.
We'll give Biden one dub. Actually, there is one more story. We almost forgot to mention it, so we'll give him a dub. So Biden is letting out his inner Reagan, and he's going to here. Let me take this down because we're blocking basically all of it. He's going to offer legal status to immigrants, undocumented immigrants who have lived in the U.S. for 10 years.
Okay, but this is good, but comparing it to Reagan, did Reagan also have a time limit? Did he also have a thing? Let me see this.
I think Reagan just made everybody legal,
look,
right?
I know. Look, I'm Mexican. All right. Like,
well, tell me. I'm half.
I don't know specifically.
I know Reagan.
Whether there was a year limit, but I know friends of family, quote, wink, wink, that some got, they became citizens because of Reagan. And it didn't make a lot of them love Reagan. You won the immigrants, you won the illegal immigrants, right?
I'm
one
of the biggest issue
for immigrants and people of Hispanic descent is immigration. You win them because you just solved the issue. You just made all of them illegal.
They had to be in country for 4 years.
You made all of them legal.
There is a time requirement, at least the way it's being said here. It said that U.S. law required qualified applicants who had continuously resided in the U.S. since 1982. The law was signed in 1986. So you had to be in the country for like 4 years, which isn't that much at all.
With Reagan?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the Reagan one, yeah.
But that's, most people who are here, they've been here for a
few
decades.
Years, yeah.
Like, there's people who've literally lived like 2 decades of their life in America. Illegal, not sanctioned by the U.S., but they've just been here working.
It's more people. Kids here. I do wonder if it's more people by capita, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's more people. Even by the 10-year metric, I mean, maybe because of population growth, maybe there are more people, but I mean, back then it was easier.
I mean, so there might be the amount of people who lived here for 10 years. No, I know a lot of people. No, I know. Yeah. I know a lot of families who have people who've lived here for like longer.
And people talk about how there's open border policies and all this shit. No, I've talked to people who have crossed borders, and they talk about how it was back in the day. Right, go back to Reagan's time and all that. It was a lot easier to cross that border. There weren't walls, and even before Trump, before Obama, there were walls put up, steel beams. Right, you go to the TJ entrance, there's steel walls. But you go back far enough, it was just fields. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of illegal immigrants who were able to cross because it was literally just a how fast you can run competition, right? How fast
There's
can you
more
get?
jobs in America. They
Yeah,
pay more here in America, and there's
yeah.
a lot of jobs that
Well,
people
more
straight up don't want to
opportunity.
do.
Yeah,
Okay, A plus B equals C. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Round peg fit into round hole.
yeah.
I guess that's just how I see it. Like they're gonna come to where the opportunity
That's
is.
not to say that there are people who have been here less than 10 years, right? Certainly. I mean, look back at what was it? During Obama's time, there's really like buses of kids who came in from South American countries. There are a lot of people who have not been here for 10 years. And it's going to be shitty for them. It reminds me of the fucking Joe Biden's student loan bill. It's like, oh yeah, you get your student loans forgiven, but you have to have been paying into the PSLF program, the Public Loans Service Forgiveness Program, for 10 years. So basically, everyone who's been part of this for the last 9 years, fuck you. But if you've been doing this for 10 years plus, then we'll help you. It's weird. It's like the same fucking blueprint. But
So I wonder oh wait, actually I gotta remember because I'm trying to keep myself lower on the stream because of the noises outside.
yeah,
I'm
that's okay.
yeah. Well, for this, yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
remember to increase my volume. But I just wonder, will this be a continuing thing or is there a sunset date on this?
Well, my guess is that it's a one-time thing where you come in and you apply. There's probably going to be a time where they stop taking applications. Or,
It says here that it should help out 1.1 million people.
and you know what's shitty is that there's a program in California called the Road to, I think, 2 million, Road to a Million, where
Mm-hmm.
they're saying, hey, there's literally millions of undocumented immigrants or millions of people who are here who aren't citizens, but they could become citizens.
It says
But
here
they just
that
haven't gone through the process of filing the paperwork because a lot of people are afraid if you go in and you say, hey, I live here, I'm an undocumented citizen, that they'll just risk their whole family getting taken or risk members getting taken, right? And it'd be weird if this article saying, "Oh yeah, it helps 1 million," when there's programs that help 2 million, right? That are aiming for that because they know there's a lot of people who are essentially just a couple weeks of paperwork away from being a U.S. citizen.
look, everybody knows the arguments at this point. They've been here for 10 years. Those people are more American than whatever country they came from, more than likely. They eat shitty American food, work at a shitty American job, and live in a shitty American apartment.
Hmm.
So it's like, I mean, at that point, kicking them out is
Yeah.
it's gonna kill them. There's no point. It doesn't help anybody. If anything, it destroys neighborhoods and communities, makes areas worse to live in. It helps literally nobody except a theoretically small group of people who don't like brown people in their neighborhoods, and those people can go eat shit. So, it's like, and every benefit's already been measured too, like the cultural impact that especially like Latino people have had, the cheap food that they provide through their various services,
Hmm.
and it's obvious. Like,
And there's a good book that talks about the immigrant experience. I think it was by Upton Sinclair, if I remember right. Because sort of shitty is that they come here and then they get paid less than the American minimum wage. And they get a little bit of a switcheroo in them. Yeah, if I remember right here, finding a quote, they were like rats in a trap. Yeah, from Upton Sinclair. And it's like, and they come here for the dream, and then you get caught up by farm workers, and then you're threatened. Hey, if you don't work or if you don't do this or that, they'll call the people against you. They call the police against you.
mm-hmm.
And so it'd be nice if these people could get and become citizens. There are maid workers who go
No,
through
no
SA.
cheap street tacos for you.
That's also another thing. People love their fucking street tacos. People love the street food. Yeah, you might see it if you live in, more border states like California or Texas.
No
There's a shit
cheap
ton of street
food.
food.
The government
Yeah.
hates you having fun, as we were about to
During
see.
all this inflation, you have cheap Hispanic labor making your tacos, your al pastor, every all the
Well,
shit you want
as
for the
we're
Mexican
about to
cuisine.
see, America hates it when stuff is cheap and when stuff is affordable, as we will
Yeah.
see in this next article. Demand for food delivery has skyrocketed, so have complaints about some drivers. A soaring demand for food has delivered fast, has spawned small armies of couriers, and increasing alarm in big cities where scooters, motorcycles, and mopeds zip in and out of traffic and hop onto pedestrian-filled sidewalks as they race to drop off the salads and sandwiches.
Give me one moment. Sorry, someone's at the door. It was a good intro, though.
We might have to stop soon anyway, right? So.
Yeah. Sorry.
There. So, I thought about doing this a few times. I've actually thought about buying a scooter. I actually have one, but I don't think it goes far enough to do this type of shit, to do, like, delivery. So, I would need one of them bigger ones that can go faster. Maybe even have, like, a seat. Because the one I have is just one of them basic ass, like, if you ever seen, like, a Xiaomi M36 or, like a 9-bot. It's like a very basic scooter. Doesn't even have fucking suspensions on the damn thing.
Yeah.
Ew. Okay. So, back to it.
Yeah.
So officials in Boston and Washington and New York have started cracking down on delivery companies by issuing them warning letters, seizing illegally registered or driven vehicles, or launching street patrols to enforce speed limits. The pushback is not limited to the U.S., but London and Britain. Actually, to be honest with you, this is kind of old news. New York and London already banned these, but people still ride them. Yeah, people still ride them, and for all the reasons that, I mean, this article points out, and all the reasons we talked about off show. It's like, shit's expensive. You can't stop that. Like, that's the thing. I think that's the rub, right? Car ownership is becoming a luxury, especially owning multiple cars. Yeah, families are going to own one, maybe two, but combine this with the fact that they're going to build more housing, and housing with no parking, because remember, those are now being decoupled in a lot of cities. Our city, they're decoupling it too. You no longer have to have a parking minimum for your building. So, Yep, it's going to be congested even more.
Which is really shitty because they had just tried coupling it one unit, one parking spot. All right, I don't think that's even that old of a law they had implemented.
They tried, but a lot of people pushed against it because they want more housing. Housing prices are really freaking high right now, so
yeah,
anything to push it down. But that's going to cause people to have to switch to either public transport, which, depending on where you are, it varies in quality, or to mobile mobility. I mean, you can also car share. I mean, if you are in a situation that allows it. But, yeah I mean, like, I don't know. But, look, I think the main problem right now is that, like, the infrastructure and the laws haven't caught up, and the economy's falling apart. It's that combination of things. It's like, we don't want you to take cheap alternatives, so we're going to make it illegal. But everything else is expensive. It reminds me of, remember that story we saw about a guy filling potholes, and the city had more energy to come and force, like, tell him to stop filling the potholes? Yeah, because they're saying,
oh, well, technically, if your potholes aren't up to code, we're liable for the potholes. But if we have potholes from the city that are up to our code, that's okay. Who cares if your tire got fucking destroyed, if your control arm, if your wheel hub got fucking mangled by this big pothole? Your pothole being filled by your stuff is worse. No, it was really dumb. It was really shitty.
Look, boomers are in control of the fucking government, and while I get it. Scooters and bikes are getting fast. They're getting really fast. Like cheap ones too. Like cheap ass bullshit ones you can get for 500 can go like 30 now. And those definitely don't need to be on the sidewalk with pedestrians. But there's nowhere else for them to be. Because if you're in traffic, people want you to die. Because car drivers are fucking malicious. And those who are malicious, there are some nice ones. And then there's a lot of people who just don't look. Like, so it's not safe to be anywhere right now. So it's like,
yeah,
that's the problem. But people still want their cheap food. You want cheap food? Okay. You gotta let people deliver on e-bikes and e-scooters, or else you're gonna drive the cost up because everybody has to drive a car.
In a place like New York, where a lot of people are using, like, subways, public transportation, taxis, yeah, I can see why people are moving toward micro mobility. You'd be able to swerve in and out of traffic.
Fuck yeah, avoid traffic altogether. I don't think New York's even that wide of a city. I think it's significantly smaller than
really
Los Angeles. Yeah, it's super dense. Los Angeles is wider than fuck. So it's like, it's Look,
Yeah.
we overwork these guys too, though. Let's be real. The fact that they have to work this much, it is
Yeah,
dangerous.
and that's
It's
part of the
dangerous.
reason why people would probably drive illegally. Now, people get angry at bicyclists, at scooter people, because they'll do some illegal maneuvers according
We
to their
are the
city's
worst at
law.
that.
Yeah, so and that's what they say, like, oh, it's so easy to do it, right? Because in a scooter,
It
you can
is.
just zip by and you're done. But when you're working something like Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, you're incentivized to go as fast as you can. You're basically getting paid most of the time below minimum wage of your city, sometimes below federal minimum wage, depending on how your city or state deals with gig drivers.
Especially the delivery,
And
especially if you're delivering to people who are
yeah,
slow and don't
yeah.
get their fucking food quickly.
Yeah, and you're basically just relying on the tip. And your tip is relying on whether or not that food is warm and fresh. Right?
And let's
You're
also be
not
real too.
guaranteed a minimum dollar an hour.
Let's
If you're
also
in
be real too.
California with Prop 22, then
You're
yeah,
hoping that
you get
transaction's
it.
quick too. You're
Yeah.
hoping that transaction's quick because if it's not, you know,
Yeah.
imagine being paid $15 for no fuck
For
$12 for like an hour's worth of work.
yeah.
It's like
And then that's not including the gas you had spent. And that's why these people they're like, "Oh, I'm not going to use gas. I'm not going to use my car registration, car gas, car repairs." And that's why they moved to micromobility because they're basically getting paid below federal minimum wage. And now maybe as an e-bike, e-scooter user, you can make minimum wage, but even then, you're basically living off of tips, and you can only get more tips if you finish more of them each hour, right? Finish more orders.
so.
So you go fast.
Let's use our brains here then. What's a good middle ground here? Quote they say
Well,
here. They have terrorized many of our pedestrians, particularly our seniors and older adults. Of course, the boomers. Of course, riders who
yeah.
think the rules don't apply to them. They're going to see an aggressive enforcement policy that in place.
And look,
And that's the funny part too. Like, on an e-scooter, for example, I always thought it was funny. You should stop at a red light. You are driving with cars, especially. You should
mm,
really stop at that red light. But what's funny is that you just hop off and walk across when it's like if it's a pedestrian light, but still red.
yeah,
You can just hop off and walk, which is really funny. I mean,
yeah.
are you technically running the red light? No.
No.
And a lot of people tend to just like light frog the throttle through it too, because technically a kick scooter with no battery can still do it. So a lot of people just trundle
Yeah,
along. So people break the limit all the time. I
yeah.
don't know if you'd want to bother enforcing it. I think just enforce the speed limit and accidents
And some of it could also be due to a lack of knowledge on the subject. Like in the
a little
article
bit.
right here, they talk about how many of them are immigrants from Latin America. It's really easy to be able to get the job. They don't do an
Oh
interview.
yeah.
They basically just give them the documents, which you can pay for DoorDash, Uber accounts online. Just check up your Facebook Marketplace, look up like, oh, DoorDash or Uber account for sale. And if you're an immigrant, it's a way to make money, and it's better than working at like on a field,
Speaking of what
right?
you said, by the way, earlier, a lot of people don't know. I don't know if Uber drivers use the unicycle, but
You
notice the
see,
word. Well, notice the wording here:
yeah,
two wheel
yeah,
vehicle. I've
two
seen
wheels.
electric vehicles with four and three and one.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, man, the laws are going to take a long time to catch
Yeah,
up. They're taking forever now. I just hope, because we've had this talk before, I just hope they settle on a limit that's practical, because we have limits now that are a little impractical in California. Like 750, I think
yeah.
it's too low. If you're a fat ass climbing a hill, it ain't happening. If you're carrying cargo,
Hmm.
it ain't happening. But oh my god, speaking of which, oh no, it's listening to
Oh my God,
me.
it's Leslie. It's like, hey,
Oh no,
all
Google,
right,
get out of my head.
oh no, they know they're like, hey, are you too fat to ride these scooters? Take this work.
Then you can finally fit on these scooters, you
Yeah,
plumpy fat bastard.
but
Oh my god, another one.
they're like, you were just talking about this. Here you go.
Here you
We're
go.
just
Here you go,
yeah,
fatty.
but
Damn. I gotta call me
was
out like that,
a
Google.
oh, but in the article they also talk about how like they're not always like being super malicious or super strong about it. They do talk about how they destroyed like 200 mopeds.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They took illegally registered mopeds and stuff, which is a step above, right? You got a legally registered moped. But who knows? If you're like an immigrant from Latin America, you might just not know, right? You might just not know that you went to a place that will illegally do it. You might just thought like, oh, this is a place that says registration of vehicle. But aside from that, they talk about how there was 10 people at a Chick-fil-A waiting for orders.
Oh
which is
yeah,
a
right
whole thing
here.
of itself. You talk
10
about how long
delivery
it takes to wait for
drivers.
orders. By the way, you're not paid to wait for an order, right? Unlike a job, if you're waiting to do something from your boss and you're paid because you're on the clock.
I.
If you're waiting at the Chick-fil-A, like all these 10 delivery drivers,
Mhm.
you're not paid while doing that. Or actually, if I remember right, I think New York might have put in a law
Yeah.
recently that changed some of that, which I think is New York City, but not New York State as a whole. But yeah, they were there, and then a cop came by and showed them a flyer with how to register their scooters and mopeds, which is cool, right? You're just like, hey, you guys might not even know.
But registering a scooter though,
Yeah, no, that is crazy.
a
It is
thousand
crazy.
dollar scooter, like I don't know. And look, if you want people to get off the street and for it to be safer, this is better. Like,
Mhm,
listen, I don't need to tell you that hitting someone 30 miles an hour with a car does
mhm.
more damage than hitting them at 30 miles an hour with a scooter.
Yeah, and in the article they talked, there's one person who said, "Oh, but if they can drive 25 miles per hour like a car, they need to be registered like a car." But it's true. If you're on a fucking Razor scooter or the Swag bicycle, right? The Swag
The
E machines,
Swagatron.
yeah, the Swagatron, right?
I
You're
love
not
that
gonna
name.
do as much damage as a dude in a fucking Ford F-150, right? Would you rather be hit by a dude going 30 in a Ford F-150 or a dude in an e-bike or an e-scooter? Like,
Look,
I mean,
there
there's
should
no
be
doubt you
some
go with the e-scooter.
responsibility. I don't know if you can do a test. I don't look. I'm even a little mixed on the license requirement. I get why,
Hmm.
especially for the high class e-bikes. Like they have multiple classes, but they
Yeah,
basically require everyone to have a license for the fastest ones, which I guess kind of makes sense.
yeah,
But I feel like scooters that haven't caught up yet, because like there's a difference between a $200 bullshit scooter that I have and $1,000 beast that can go damn near over the
yeah.
speed limit in most places. So it's like
Well,
they need to catch up. I think
hmm.
that's the problem. Laws are just behind. Like there are entire things that aren't classed, and then there's entire things that don't have any distinguishing classes like scooters. They're all grouped.
Yeah.
Like a 350-watt scooter is not the same as a scooter that
But
can
I
go
can see
50.
why if you're riding on the street, why they would want you to have a license because having a license means you know how to drive on the road,
No, I agree. I agree
right?
with
Like
you.
because maybe you just don't know that left turns go before people going forward. You know,
But should
maybe
you
you don't know,
require a
or like left
license?
turns go after people making right turns. You
But
might,
you've seen my scooter though. You've seen the one I have. It's a little bullshit one that
yeah.
goes 15 miles an hour. I don't know if people should need licenses to drive that. Maybe be 18,
The thing
maybe.
is,
But like,
maybe be 18, but the thing is, like, if you don't know some of the etiquette of driving on the road,
yeah.
you might just do the wrong maneuver because you don't know. And this is probably the state saying, hey, you have a level of knowledge on how people drive.
Hmm.
And if you have a level of knowledge of how people drive, then you'll be able to avoid some accidents.
True.
So I can see why they would push a license. Now, registration's a bit much. Like, oh, what are you going to pay $200 fucking every 2 years? It's a bit of a joke, right? Like, it's funny to
I've
be like,
already
yeah,
oh I've already paid more than the value of the scooter within four
yeah,
years. That's nice. I love this.
yeah.
Oh, 10 more minutes. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you, Zoom.
But
Oh,
this also is just part of an underlying issue with the gig economy. It's heavily unregulated. People are paid a lot less. They're incentivized to
overworked.
break laws. They're
Yeah,
overworked. Like and also they're just driving all day with no supervision at all from no bosses, which you get around, but they're incentivized to drive fast. They're incentivized to make more. They're making less than minimum.
it is.
Although I guess technically with New York, they put in a law to mitigate that. But even then, California put a law to mitigate it with Prop 22.
You know what? If we have
But it's
time, at the end
still,
of this, we will watch a unicycle crash compilation. Just to
yeah.
make the point that there's an entire class of freaking electric vehicles that aren't. There's several. We'll just do one just because I don't want to dally on this. But these are completely unregulated. These, in a lot of places, don't even have a legal definition. These fucking things. And these things go fast as shit. I've seen people go 40, 50 miles an hour. I saw a few of these over by my house.
What was it?
They're making it to where I live. God
What's
damn
the
it.
guy from Mythbusters? White goatee. Um, the other guy he was with always was called Jamie.
Oh,
Fun. He has a channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
He was on a unicycle. He had a video of him on a unicycle, one of these, and he like ate shit. But it was pretty funny.
Yeah, this is saying, yeah, no, these things go fast as all fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, it might be silly. Shit like this is the future, though. If you live in a city, use this to get around your city. If you need a
But I
car,
can see
use a
people.
car.
Imagine putting like a reflective shield over the unicycle or putting green over it,
Yeah.
and people edit it so then the unicycle isn't there. I can see YouTube or TikTok doing edits of this
Getting hurt
and
really
making a
fucking badly, though, man. Damn.
yeah.
Saw the last guy? He not only did he crash, not only did Homeboy crash, he like exploded. All his loot came loose. Watch. Look, all his loot flew off. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Tangents aside. Oh, we have a lot of stuff. You want to pick the next one? I've been picking them.
Let's see.
We have 7 minutes left, so I would say keep that in mind.
Trash balloon?
Oh, trash balloon.
That might be good for this amount of time.
Okay, yeah, that's the one North Korea story.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, what's the trash balloons?
So one Korean day, the North Koreans decided that they'll send 100+ balloons filled with fucking shit to South Korea. And that was ridiculous. They literally just sent 100+ balloons filled with trash to South Korea to then come down and become a problem for them.
I love
it's just super petty
border conflicts.
Yeah, it is.
That's the one thing us Americans, we Americans have no experience with this shit whatsoever. Yeah. We don't not have the experience of living on a contested border.
Yeah.
It's so
like, who's going to contest America? Like Canada, Mexico? No.
No, and yet before conservatives, when I say contested, I mean like legally contested. I don't mean a bunch of immigrants. I mean like there's a legal claim from the sovereign nation. Two conflicting claims. Anyways, and the conflicting claim is they both claim to be the actual Korea.
Yeah, and in response to North Korea literally throwing their shit over the border,
I respect it.
South Korea said, "Okay, we're gonna start shooting propaganda into your side again." And South Korea did this before. They had a bunch of like sirens blasting off, South Korean propaganda, anti-North Korean sentiment, songs, culture into North Korea. And they decided, oh, well, we're going to do this again. They stopped before out of threats from North Korea. And now they're like, hey, since you literally threw bags of shit into our country, we're going to blast noise. Now, you know what? I almost say that South Korea, you could probably do a little bit more. I mean,
they got very mad, though. They got very mad. I quote, I sternly warn Seoul to immediately cease its dangerous activities that would further provoke a crisis of confrontation, quote, Kim Yo-jong said in a statement published by North Korea's official North Korea Central News Agency. So it's just very, very mad. Very
as long as all the information is true, it's just sad and ironic that North Korea be like, hey, stop doing this, or else this will become a big crisis. You literally send balloons filled with poop and shit.
Is North Korea just
across the border? They're a troll state.
This feels like trolling. This feels like not a real thing.
This is the 100 IQ 3D 4D chess, right?
So this is why they said they did. The North Koreans say its balloon campaign came after South Korean activists sent over balloons filled with anti-North Korean leaflets, as well as USB sticks filled with popular South Koreans, K-pop basically, and K-drama.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let me get this straight. If we're taking them at their word, which we shouldn't, but, oh my god. Rip.
Again, what would you rather be hit with?
Got
the latest BTS. What would you rather be hit with? BTS albums, right? You go out of your front yard. And oh, well, look at that. There's a BTS album in front of my door, or literally a bag of garbage. And North Korea's like, yeah, this is equal and just treatment.
Do we make the stream private or no? I just realized. Okay, we got doxxed. That's why this fucking ad's like, well, we know where you live, so let's just go on.
Yeah, he's making this private.
It didn't give it like our exact like. It just told our city. It didn't give them the address or nothing like that. Dude, some of the ads give my fucking map address. It's stupid.
Yeah, like a Google Map overview.
I need to change our address to something else. Cause like, ugh. I hate Google. I hate that Google does this. It's so annoying. I want them to stop doing this, but they just won't. They're like fucking North Korea. They're fucking horse shit. Always tracking you. Anyways, let us move on. Fuck you, Google. Stop tracking me. And they're listening to me again. Okay. What do we want to do now? We got Congress members complain about being... Oh, actually, no. We got 2 more minutes left.
All right, with 2 minutes left.
Are we getting to the point, though? Are we streaming Wednesday? If we're streaming Wednesday, we could try to finish up Wednesday, but... Or do you think we can get through it in one more 45-minute clip? Because we got Congress members, and then we got the boys, and then we got Costco.
We
HCTV. We have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we could push it to Wednesday.
Let's see how long we've been streaming for. I'll check. Let me check. We'll see. We've been streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah, maybe push it to Wednesday.
But then do we still do
Chiquita Banana on Wednesday?
Yeah, we can still do Chiquita Banana. Oh, the fucking deep dive.
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck. We can... Are you okay with moving it for another time?
Okay.
Let's plan this after the Zoom call.
Alright.
Alright, then we'll call it for now today, or we're going to take a break. We may come back.
Oh, there's 3 watching.
Oh, yay, there's 3?
Oh, no.
Wow, I hate that. Yeah, well.
Well, I mean, we're calling it now, I guess.
Yeah, we are calling it now, boys.
Whoever
we appreciate you
third one is. Hi.
Hello. You guys came at the very end of this 2-hour stream. We apologize. Damn it. I dropped my phone. But we are happy you are here. We have lots of clips and other stuff. So if you guys want, please. And we may stream Wednesday. We usually stream at least once a week.
They just left.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Damn.
Bye.
All right, then. Goodbye, everybody.